It's not sufficient, nor is it acceptable to create a solution that merely holds its ground when bad things happen. That's a resilient system, and it's what bugs me about the idea of resiliency. You're doing nothing novel if the best you can come up with is putting down sandbags when the floods are coming. Like, that's not a decent engineering solution. There is an engineering concept called anti-fragility, and it's a system that's built upon factors that derive explicit benefit when hard things happen. So to the extent that there are systemic hardships and stressors that would bring a resilient system to its knees, an anti-fragile system actually gets stronger. It actually makes advances and gains relative to how bad things get. And the way it works is actually pretty simple. There are attributes, there are ingredients to the solution that become more valuable to the extent that things get bad. That's an anti-fragile system. And because my background is engineering, that resonates for me. My background's not government, so I don't think in terms of resiliency, which I find to be an immature concept. So during today's staff meeting, the developer we're working with said, guys, have we considered what's going to happen if the economy crashes? And everybody laughed, because I talk about that all the time. I've been on this endeavor since 2017. Every day I've talked about what's going to happen when, not if, when the economy gets bad, because there's not been a time in human history where that hasn't happened. They haven't cured recessions. They haven't cured economic cycles. That's a thing. That's a thing. And where I come from, there's this thing called a sneaker wave, which is like, collection of waves kind of come together, and it suddenly you've got the ocean covering 100 meters of beach like that. So you got to prepare not with sandbags. You got to build an anti-fragile system, which is what my youngest daughter calls a business that gets stronger when bad things happen. And it's not mysterious, y'all. Capital, which is not the same as money. Capital is resource used to bring about an outcome, typically managed by stewards. Money is something you spend on yourself. And to the extent that hard capital gets thin during hard times, soft capital gets richer. That's the secret.